welcome to Free Advice Friday. We took a break for the new year after a break for no reason. I mean, it's kind of par for course, right? Mm-hmm. We're just sort of doing our best, just like the rest of you, I hope. How are you doing, Doc? Should we check in with each other?
I'm glad 2020's over.
Well, is it though? I'm going to scoop this up.
Not really.
Okay.
2021's not starting out so well.
Yeah, but let's get real. Anybody who thought that just the magical changing of a day would take us into a new dimension was a little bit losing it. Don't you think?
I probably need to up my dosage.
Yeah, same. Okay. All right, are you ready? Okay, if you got, I'm not trying to be negative, but
no,
that's just the way it is.
Never.
So here's the deal. What Free Advice Friday is, in case you're new to this party, I ask him questions.
Why does that have to be free? Can't these people pay us to do this?
It's on our Patreon.
I mean, my taxes are going up now.
You know what? We're starting out so negative. We're just like...
Have we warned them?
Here's the deal. If Free Advice Friday is this, I bring up
it's
a
no
topic.
Longer free.
I bring up a topic to Doc.
You're going to send in a topic, send $20.
Yeah, he kicks it around.
It's no longer free.
You can donate below.
Okay, this video's over because we didn't get paid for it.
Oh my God, we're never going to get through this.
All right.
Just like 2020, it's interrupted with nonsense. So anyway, you might have to pay for this in the future, although I can't imagine anyone would.
I can't believe anybody's watching these.
People watch them. People
God.
watch them, but it's only because it's free. We can't.
Well, you get what you pay for.
Yeah. So
right.
As long as it's free, we can do whatever we want. You know what I mean? That's how I feel.
Because if it was up to me, I wouldn't be doing these.
Okay. Well, let's get real, Doc. We've got some big time things to talk about.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and let you guess the topic.
No, please don't do this to me. It's a new year. Please, whatever you do, don't say it's COVID.
It's COVID. So here's the deal, Doc. We want to know.
Okay.
Why you still need to wear a mask after getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Okay? Do you want to hear what they say?
No.
And then
really.
we'll hear,
Not
or do you
really.
want to just say what you think?
You don't have to.
What would you like? How would you like to proceed?
You know what? Just everybody keep your social distance. Stay 6 feet away. Wash your hands. Wash your face. You know.
Yeah. Wash your face.
Let it go.
Do you want to hear what they say though?
Not
So
really.
they say that wearing.
You're gonna tell me anyway.
Yeah, because we got to have some substance here, man.
No, we
You
really
can't just-
don't.
I'm going to read you a few things and you can say yes or no, that's lame or not, okay?
Okay.
We got to do this.
All right.
Wearing a face mask can reduce an individual's risk of infection by 70%.
Yes.
Okay. It says that, because you know about vaccinations teach the body how to successfully fight a virus without actually getting sick.
True.
This is in contrast to public health measures which rely on decreasing exposure to the virus. Which is
that would be true if masks actually kind of worked.
Yes. So they say to effectively contain this pandemic, reducing exposure to the virus and supporting a vaccination campaigns must continue.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to stop right there for a second.
Okay?
You're a germaphobe.
I'm a total germaphobe.
You are.
Yeah.
Not the people out there so much, but
But I am.
big time.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, this is the girl that sprays Lysol and
Just
walks through it. Okay?
Like it's my
All right.
perfume.
So I'm going to assume, let's just say for argument's sake, you have COVID all over your shirt right now.
Okay?
This is loaded with COVID. And I'm wearing a mask. Okay?
It's my COVID pattern.
This is your COVID pattern, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right, so Michelle, how you doing? I'm gonna
Yeah.
take my balls and go like this.
Yeah.
Guess what I just did?
Yeah.
Inoculated myself.
Yeah.
Guess what people do all the time? Inoculate themselves. They keep taking up and down their mask. Once you put the mask on, if it's sterile, which none of them are, you can't touch it again.
Yeah.
Don't fool yourselves that these masks are doing you any good. They're really not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's
Unless
my
you
story, and I'm sticking to it.
Unless you're living in a sterile environment, never touch your mask.
Hey, if you're in an operating theater in an OR, you ain't touching your mask, and you really can't get COVID there.
Yeah. So here's what it says.
Unless you're a surgeon that understands how masks work, you're probably not doing it right. I mean, how many people do we see that come in here with their mask pulled down, over their chin, over their mouth, but their nose is exposed? I've even seen doctors do this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, give me a break. Stop it.
Yeah. It says, so here it also
Then they wear the damn thing for 2 weeks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a freaking shopping center
Yeah.
basket on steroids there.
Yeah.
So
Literally your mouth.
yeah,
and
and
your
well,
nose.
if you look at what's
your
happened,
hands.
Michelle, these lockdowns and stuff, New York, California, I mean, it's worse than when we don't have lockdowns like Florida and some of these other states.
Yeah.
So just
Well, and here's the deal. It
keep
says,
your distance, wash your hands, you're better off.
is it true that vaccines don't provide instant immunity?
It takes about 3 days.
Okay, and that's one of the things they agree on. They say the vaccination trials did not track whether or not the participants wear masks.
It's interesting that even the tetanus shot that we've all get freaky about, gotta get tetanus shot, gotta get
Yeah.
tetanus shot, you don't have immunity for 7 to 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were exposed to tetanus, you got the tetanus shot, guess what?
Yeah.
Still gonna die of tetanus.
Mm-hmm.
Takes your immune system
Yep.
7 to 10 days, unless you get a thing called TIG, tetanus immune globulin, which gives you instant immunity, but it's pooled gamma globulin. So
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
That's what
blah,
it sounded
blah,
just like. Gabba gabba bear. Well-
tetanus shot doesn't work for 7 to 10 days.
Essentially, this article agrees with you,
Oh, thank
which I
God.
think is interesting because
Somebody
it agrees with you
me.
and it also doesn't. It says, hey, keep in mind you still got to wear your mask and get a vaccine, but it says the trials did not track whether participants wore masks, that the real world does not mimic a controlled clinical trial, herd immunity threshold for COVID-19 is unknown, the duration of the vaccine immunity is unknown, and it's unclear whether vaccines prevent transmission of COVID-19.
I think they will.
So,
My gut instinct says they do.
Yeah.
The medical insight says they will.
yeah. So ultimately, we're working toward a vaccine that actually does what they're trying to get it to do. At this point, we
Yeah.
really don't know. We don't live in an environment that's controlled and that mimics the environments where they are containing the virus or stopping the spread. It's still a big flippin' mess.
It is.
We're getting one step at a time. Quit being mean to each other. Take it easy, because stress might kill you before this does. So, I don't know, Doc. You have any final thoughts? I feel like it is what it is at this point.
You know, I like to see the vaccine given to the elderly first.
Yeah.
And
Those at risk first.
yeah, those that are vulnerable. And you know, yes, people my age, people younger than me, you don't know if you're vulnerable to it. I mean, there's been people in their 20s, 30s, teens that
Yeah.
have, perished because of COVID.
Yeah.
But there's also people, the flu, that do the same thing. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but it does happen. But the people that are vulnerable, the elderly, man, these guys need to get the vaccine first.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be getting it to the nursing homes and people taking care of the nursing homes.
Yeah.
I'd be flooding it. As soon as we get that wiped out and get that under control, the rest of us can go about our way.
Mm-hmm.
The virus will eventually, we'll all
Yeah.
have it, we'll all be immune to it, and
Gosh, I'd like to
wander
know
off.
what that day is. What
It's going to be about 3 years.
So we're going to be living in this nightmare for 3 years.
Oh no, we're not going to be living in a nightmare for 3 years. As time goes on, it's not a newsworthy story. The old news thing is if it bleeds, it leads.
Man,
So,
I hate to see what takes the lead off of COVID.
who
Do you know
knows,
what I
Michelle?
mean?
You remember years ago there was the Ebola virus. It was in
Yeah.
Africa, and they used to report every night. Oh, another 73 people will die of Ebola, which, by the way, is a horrible virus. I mean, you get this thing, odds are you're going to be dead in about 72 hours. I mean, it's a lethal virus. But once again, it's so lethal that it kills you before you have a
Super
chance
fast.
to spread it.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're dead before you can travel anywhere. I mean, you get the virus and you're sick 24 hours later, and then you're dead in 2 days. So it's a very contagious virus. It's a very lethal virus,
Mhm.
but chances of it spreading are pretty minimal. What bothers me about it is if there ever is an Ebola virus that comes up that is not as lethal, but can be spread, kills you a couple weeks later, like smallpox. Okay, that's a bad one to have. But no, I think we'll eventually stomp this one out. And I think our understanding of viruses and how we contain them and how we treat them and how we develop vaccines for them is coming a long ways, and it's coming at rapid fast. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of negative words said about the current administration, but hats off to our current president. I mean, he's done a great job
For getting
with his
the vaccine done pretty quick.
yeah, and eliminating the regulations and
Yeah.
getting it approved. I mean, you have the FDA, and there's these people sitting around for 2 weeks, looking at papers, trying to decide. It's like, okay, why aren't you all working 12, 16, 18 hours a day, studying your research, trying to make a determination whether this is safe enough? I could have done this in a day.
Yeah.
But this is it's the part of motor vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to take their sweet old time.
Yeah.
So
It's a mess, man.
it is.
But there's hope on the horizon. Here in about 3 years, everybody, we might be out of this thing.
Hopefully.
Ooh,
Hopefully
that
sooner.
is a minute longer than I hoped for.
Hopefully sooner.
All right, well, I guess that's it for Free Advice Friday. Man, I don't know how I feel about that one.
It's going to be charged Advice Friday from now on.
I don't want to charge people for that one. Let's get a better one. We'll charge them for a good one.
Okay, all right.
All right,
We have to have a
everybody.
premium channel.
Yeah, we'll have our Patreon up. That's our charge subscription service. You'll have to pay $5 a month.
I think they're about to make some money here. We give it to a good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah, we give it to charity.
Yeah.
Every day.
All right. Well, we'll keep you updated if that ever happens. We'll put that on the same timeline as COVID being.
No, we give every dime to them.
Okay.
It's charity.
Well, I'm saying if we actually
You know
do
I
this.
would.
I know you would. I'm just saying I don't think we'll
I don't
actually
hardly-
get the Patreon going.
Probably not.
Anyway, it's okay. Well, that's all there is to it today. I think we should end it, and we'll see you guys on Monday for Mythbuster Monday.
See ya.